Hi, hey, hello, what's up? It's so hot. Why is it so hot? What the fuck? Anyway, hi, welcome to Market Down Production. My name is Benny the Jet Rodriguez, and I am joined by Ham and I guess Smalls, and we're here to predict Money in the Bank. And for some reason, I don't know why, it's on Saturday. It's on a Saturday, not on Sunday, on a Saturday. That's so lame. Just do it on Sunday. There's no need. But whatever. It's a short card. You got 2 ladder matches. You got 4 other matches. And we're gonna predict them. Just, check out like the video maybe, or see how it is. Maybe like 5 minutes from now, decide if you liked it or not. You don't need all the information. Just decide then. Be partially informed. Fuck being fully informed. And then like the video. But I don't want to waste too much time. I introduced you guys, Ham and Smalls. Okay, so we're gonna start with the Raw Women's Championship match. Why not? It is Bianca Belair versus not Rhea Ripley, and that being said, Smalls, who do you have in this match? You're Smalls. He was the catcher. He's obviously.
I told you, James. You're Smalls, dude.
Damn it.
It was that or Squint, okay? Did you want to be Squint?
It wasn't. It's not great no matter what.
Squint gets Wendy Peppercorn, so...
Yeah. It could have been yeah. Chad would have been actually, if he was here. I would have made him yeah.
The glasses, that works. Or no, Squint has the glasses.
All right, so I'm choosing between... Who am I choosing?
Bianca Belair and
Carmella?
Not Rhea Ripley.
And not Rhea Ripley. It's going to be... It's definitely not going to be Rhea Ripley. One way or the other.
I feel like she has a better chance than not Rhea Ripley.
You say that like not Rhea Ripley doesn't get weird wins here and there.
She doesn't.
She's a wild card. One, so now she's a wild card. I'm going to give it to Bianca Belair. She's way too dominant, and Carmella is just going to be another notch on the belt.
All right. Yeah, makes sense. I can't blame you. Hey, I'm joking around, but injuries happen. Injuries happen a lot right now in wrestling, so can't blame WWE on this one. I'm not hating on Carmella. Like you said, she gets a lot of weird wins. It's just this was very last minute, so it's a little more obvious than normal.
I really want to. I don't want to cut you off. One thing I want to see in this match. Carmella's like submission that she hits, that leg submission, like the legs wrapped around the neck, and she like
go to silence.
Thank you. I want Bianca to lift her up from that position and then hit the KOD on her. I think that would be such a fun spot. I think that would be such a fun spot, and it's not going to happen because that's super unrealistic, and I have unrealistic expectations. But this is wrestling, and I am a mark.
Also, shout out Code of Silence being like a thinly veiled mafia joke from back when she ran with Enzo and Cass.
Who?
No, I will pretend they didn't exist. They were great. But yeah, you know what? Again, shout out to Carmella. She always finds a way. She's not stale. There's a lot of women, and we'll talk about some of them later, who are kind of stale and don't really ever change. You can't say that about Carmella. She's on like her 8th gimmick since arriving. So, you know what? She's always thinking of something. That being said, Ham, I'm sorry, I only made because you're a catcher. Like that's it. There's only.
No, I'm here for it.
Who do you have in this match?
Bill Hamilton Porter. Obviously it's Bianca. I'm a little more. I want to talk more about like Rhea just because that injury was gnarly. Like, I don't think we've covered it. She hit her own face into her knee and she got a concussion and impacted her teeth or something.
Yeah, she has a brain injury right now.
Yeah,
that's something I would do. Like, that's something I would do to myself. And, like, I'm making light of a terrible thing, but did she do it during her entrance? Like, when she does that, like, weird kick that she does in Stomp?
It was a match.
Yeah, she literally like front flipped into the ropes and her legs hit the ropes and her head kept going and just.
It was the match she won to become #1 contender that she.
Yeah. It was a nasty. I saw it was nasty looking. So I'm glad she's okay. Also, I heard there was a James Ellsworth reference in the build-up to this Money in the Bank when Carmella was still in that match. So I'm just excited he got mentioned.
Yeah, because again, she's had a million different personas. Reference like, do you need someone else to win the match for you? And that's good. It's nice when people remember that they did stuff in the past. I'll take that in my wrestling, and it seems to only happen in the women's division, or if you're Kevin Owens. So it's I'll just take it. So.
But
All
yeah,
right,
Bianca,
I'm with you. Bianca's gonna win. It's obvious, and that's okay. It's not a problem that it's obvious. They're working with what they have because of circumstances out of their control. That being said, we're gonna move on to another title match. It is muscle guy Bobby Lashley versus other muscle guy Austin Theory. I don't know what they're fighting for the U.S. title. Theory is the U.S. champion. Bobby is very much there, and he's just doing so great since leaving MVP, right? It's just so good.
He's super over. Still.
He's like 4th or 5th on the pecking order.
I'll take it.
He's just presented so cool though, like it's hard for him to not remain over, despite the fact he lost MVP.
Give it 3 months, okay? It's it just happened. He just lost MVP. It's already going downhill. But this one is actually hard to call because Bobby is super fucking protected, very, very, very protected. So I'm not too sure. So that being said, I'm gonna go to you first, Ham. Who do you have in this one? All right, you have a lot of mass, and these guys apparently have a lot of mass. Who do you like in this mass match?
You're right. This is a tough call. Bobby is very protected, but I think Theory, this would be a really good win for him. I think he cheats to win. I don't think he wins this clean, but I do think he wins this, but with very underhanded tactics. It makes him look really good. It lets him keep the title, and I think he's doing a great job with it right now. So I have Theory to win.
Okay, all right. Smalls, when I first met you, you didn't even know who Babe Ruth was. That being said,
the Sultan of SWAT.
Yeah, I thought you said the Great Bambi. But that being said, who do you have in this? Oh, he's gone. Never mind. Sorry. All right, never mind, guys. He's not here. He ducked out of the screen. He didn't want to be part of this.
No, I'm here. I'm here.
I mean,
I want Bobby Lashley to win. I think Theory is going to win, and I agree with Ham. He's gonna cheat to do so.
Why do you want Bobby to win?
I just like Bobby.
No, that's fine. But why do you want him to win this match? For what benefit is that for anyone?
I think he's a good mid-card champion. Like, I don't think he's gonna get near the main title again if ever, for a very long time.
I don't understand that, because Roman needs challengers, and why not have Lashley be one of those guys?
Because I don't want Bobby to lose to Roman. I want Bobby to win. And I don't think he would win against Roman. So I'll take the consolation prize.
It doesn't matter who Roman faces. They're going to lose. So
exactly.
Might as well see it.
So might as well have one of them be Bobby.
But they've already wrestled before. And I think it was when Bobby was champion and Roman wasn't. But
wasn't it a triple threat, though?
All I vividly remember is Roman viciously calling Bobby Lashley Bob. And it bothered me so much. Like, it made my skin crawl just hearing Bob. So I'm like, I don't remember the circumstances. I just remember the name calling. And
okay, so you're not going with Robert, you're going with Theory?
This hurt even more. I am going to go with All Day Theory or A-Town Theory, or whatever his name is, Theory. There you go. And yeah, I think Theory's winning, and I think he's cheating, and I think it's going to be a great feather in his cap.
Man, he's way too proud to be from Atlanta. Like, what the fuck?
I agree.
A quick Google says that Roman Reigns faced Bobby Lashley at Survivor Series in 2021.
There you go.
All right.
That feels weird. How did
he face Big E at Survivor Series 2021?
I think that was 2020.
No, Big E he lost the title the first day of this year. He faced Big E at Survivor Series. That Google search is wrong. And then they had a triple threat between Big E, Bobby, and Roman. And Bobby.
This is why you come to the Mark It Down podcast, people. We remember, or we can remember, wrestling better than Google.
It might have been. Was it supposed to be that, and then Big E beat him?
Big E cashed in before Survivor Series. Big E faced Roman Reigns at the most recent.
No, you're right. Yeah, no, I'm seeing that. The build was with Bobby, though. Perhaps that's what you're remembering, James. Him calling him Bob during the build.
We're doing this. I'm looking up Roman Reigns versus Bobby Lashley.
See, the first thing that came up was Survivor Series 2021, so I clicked it, which was probably my first mistake.
No, it's Google's fault, not yours. It's Google's.
Roman Reigns versus Bobby Lashley, July 2020.
Yep, on Raw.
July 2020. So before Lashley was cool. And
they had a triple threat. And there was a triple threat where it was Roman, Bobby, and Big E. Big E was champion, Roman was champion. And even then, I remember one-on-one matches. I vividly remember one-on-one matches.
They had a one-on-one match in like 2019.
And that's, I think, where I got Bob.
Roman was a face then. I feel like he wouldn't have. I don't know. Anyway, I guess I'm going to go with Theory 2, whether it's... I just think he's going to retain and maybe not win, but I'll just pick him. I'll go with Theory because you got to have the Theory Cena match be for the U.S. title. Like, you might as fucking well.
These people now are saying, wouldn't it be better if Cena faced Gunther for the Intercontinental title? Like, this kid hasn't been calling out Cena for months.
No, I don't want to. Come on. That. I don't want to see him because then I think he beats Gunther. Whereas I think
the idea is Cena has never won the Intercontinental title, and Gunther said an American will never hold this title again. And Cena was really the guy underneath the Mr. America mask years ago. I don't care what CGI they used with Hogan. And Cena versus Gunther should not happen. It should be Cena versus Theory, U.S. title or not.
Cena is the type of American that we fantasize about being, and Mr. McMahon is the type of American that we are as a country. But
that hit deep.
Yeah.
That hit deep.
So moving on, we're going to another title match. Oh my God! It is the drunk drivers versus the guys who walk around with red Solo cups but are more responsible than the Usos. And you understand that it's the Street Profits versus the DUI having brothers, otherwise known as the Nepotism Brothers, sometimes by very few known as the Usos.
One of them got better though.
Yeah, Jay did get better, and then his brother came back, and now his career has gone downhill. But apparently it's the only tag titles that matter. Yeah, it's going to be a fun match. That being said, all my jokes aside, it'll be a fun match. But this one, not as tough to predict as the other ones. But that being said, Smalls, who do you have in this match?
I have the Usos. The Street Profits have gotten to a point where I just expect them to lose. It sucks. But yeah, this is going to be the Usos. This is a nothing pay-per-view tag team title match. This is a space filler. And I feel like with each loss, we're just getting that much closer to Montez and Dawkins just splitting up. And I am both super excited and super sad at that prospect.
Because Dawkins will be fired within 6 months of that.
Yeah, and I just like them as a tag team. Like, I do legitimately like their tag team work. Montez is too goddamn good to just stay in a tag team.
Yeah, but if you're not going to do anything now, why split them up? I think they put too much effort into the Street Profits because I think they view the Street Profits very highly. They view them close to the New Day's level where, a lot of people complained when they were just on Raw every week recapping what was happening on Raw, but that shit got them over. It showed their charisma.
Mm-hmm.
and like it was on TV every week to the
It was
point
the
where
best part of Raw at that point.
their debut match against the club main evented Raw, and it felt like a huge deal. And they've been pushed fairly well ever since. It's literally just since the Nepotism brothers came back that they started to take losses a lot. So like if they did this match like 2 months from now, I would think the Street Profits win. But yeah, right now, I'm probably with you that the Usos are retaining. What about you, Ham? Who do you have in this match?
Yeah, make that 3. I have the Usos. It's just too early for the Bloodline to start losing titles. So
I actually think it's too late. I think they should have lost in the unification match. But I get your point. Now that they've won the unified
yeah,
title,
they're not. Yeah, it's not the time to do it.
Mhm.
Is the better way to put that. So
yeah,
yeah, they'll retain, which is unfortunate. But I hope they don't split the Street Profits up anytime soon. They're great together. I'm gotta be sure they're moving merch at a decent rate. So keeping them together is probably a good idea.
The entrance is so cool. I don't want any of that to like go away.
Solo cups.
Yeah, so good.
Plus, I still, for the love of God, I still need Private Party versus the Street Profits at some point in my life. Hopefully, while they're still young, they could all still jump 10 feet in the air.
Forbidden Door 2.
Oh yeah, it's coming. You know, we might not have an episode this week, but with all the AEW cameos on Raw, the Forbidden Door never really closed. It's more open than we ever thought. So here we go. Next year, Kenny Omega, Roman Reigns going
and AJ was on Impact a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, but that's not as WWE.
It's a big deal. It counts.
It's cute. It's cute. I'll give it that. Anyway, we gotta move on to yet another title match. Oh boy, I wish Chad was here because I'm about to shit on Natalya.
No. All right, I will defend Natalya here. Her Twitter game has been fantastic.
I was going to compliment her. In regards to that, but still, it's still Natalya. So we have Natalya versus Ronda Rousey in a was Sandy Hook real or not match on a fucking poll. Because thank you, Natalya, for pointing that out. Because I had no idea about that. Because I didn't give a fuck about Ronda Rousey before she got.
You didn't know that?
No, I really. No, because I don't care about UFC. It means like nothing to me. Like I didn't know that. Like I didn't know what Lesnar's record was. Someone told me he won the title like within like his first like 5 fights or some shit, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Like I didn't know. I have no knowledge of that. Like I don't. And she was in the Fast and Furious movie. It's all shit that I couldn't give a fuck about.
Hey, be cool, man. Be cool.
Oh
Fast and Furious.
That's. If people want to say Marvel's not cinema, then what the fuck is Fast and Furious?
It's a fun popcorn time, but let's move on. Ronda Rousey sucks.
Yeah, so she has some bad takes. Ones that I can make fun of at least, and not ones that that's neither here nor there. I bet her and Brian Kendrick will get along, but at least he has apologized. I'm sure Ronda has too, but goddamn, Natalya, you know what?
Nope.
Really? Okay.
Nope. She is an unrepentant asshole.
Not even about the Sandy Hook stuff?
Not even.
Oh my god. Like that's a whole nother thing. I know she's made comments about transgender fighters. That's a whole nother can of worms. Even I'm not going to open or joke about because I think it's way too nuanced. Whereas like a school shooting, there's not a lot of nuance to that. It's pretty black and white. So anyway, Natalya, to her credit, has brought that up, but that was on Twitter. This feud is sucked on TV. I assume actually. I don't really watch SmackDown, but it's Natalya and Ronda Rousey. So how exciting could it really be? This is weird that this feud has been going on for a while. Natalya won the #1 contendership like 6 weeks ago. They could have done this match at Hell in a Cell. They could have done it on a random SmackDown, but they're doing it on a pay-per-view. Anyway, everyone has Ronda Rousey, right? Okay, cool. Do you guys have any comments on this match?
Yeah, does anyone think it's weird that there's only been like six matches in the last 2 WWE pay-per-view cards?
No, I don't. I think it's fantastic. I think it's amazing that shows are going from 8 to 11. I think AEW needs to take some fucking notes. Because as great as Forbidden Door was, it was still too long.
But how
I am
long
more
are these
forgiving.
matches?
I am more forgiving of shows that like AEW as a pay-per-view, Forbidden Door notwithstanding, they have 4 pay-per-views a year. I don't mind it going long. WWE has one every month.
5
They
hours
shouldn't
is
be
still
going
too
that
long.
long.
5 hours is still too long. I don't care how infrequent they are. 5 hours is too long. It's ridiculous. Dude, going to Grand Slam was too long. And I was like, I literally got there before the show started to make sure I didn't miss Max Caster rapping. And then I could have actually gotten there at 8 o'clock and because he didn't come out until after Dynamite. But anyway.
Okay, but I'm looking at Hell in a Cell, and like these matches aren't that long. How much of this is commercials and bullshit?
How do you know they're not that long? They haven't happened yet.
No, I'm sorry, Hell in a Cell. I'm looking at the Hell in a Cell's. Like there was 7
matches,
matches.
3
7.
hours. What am I missing? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's the 7th one?
No, I at Hell in a Cell. There were 7 matches.
Oh, Hell in a Cell.
None of them went that long. 2 of them were under 10 minutes. Most of them were under 15. Bianca Belair, Asuka, and Becky went about 19, and then Cody Rhodes and Seth went 25. And that's 3 hours worth of wrestling. That's what I'm questioning. Like you could easily
you
have
got entrances, you got video packages, and yeah, there's a lot of commercials too.
Yeah,
But
I think that's the thing.
hours,
I think there's a
I'll
lot
take
more
a
commercials.
3-hour card over that any day of the week. I don't care. 3 hours is the perfect amount of time.
It seems like an episode of Raw on pay-per-view with the amount of matches and the match time compared to the commercials and stuff.
Because there would not be all the matches might add up to 19 minutes. There wouldn't be a 19-minute long match for Raw, okay? Let me tell you something, buddy. Anyway, we all have Ronda. Who cares? Right?
I'll add the one thing about the match. I haven't really been following the build for this match, but I remember Natalya was like Ronda's like only friend in Ronda's first stint with the company. And I don't know if that's been acknowledged here at all. I know that they did a bit, at least it was digital, where Ronda was pissed at Shayna Baszler for not getting involved.
That was only digital, but yeah.
What?
That was only digital, but yeah.
And Shayna's like, she's my tag partner. You know I got your back, but she's my tag partner. And she literally said, with the state of the tag division in this company, I can't get involved right now. And I am so much more interested in that little digital clip than the majority of this feud on TV. All of this digitally has been great. Twitter, that clip, fantastic. TV.
Ronda bringing up Natalya's, I don't know if it was an OnlyFans or whatever it is, with her sister.
Her sister, like her sister has an OnlyFans, but Natalya and her get like really friendly.
Yeah, no,
on YouTube, and it's weird. So, but even then, her clapback was better than Natalya.
Oh no, it was.
Ronda took literally 5 days to respond.
What did she say?
I don't even
nothing
remember.
Good.
It was nothing of value. It was so unmemorable. It was more memorable that it took her 5 days to do it.
I mean, we learned Ronda was terrible at Twitter when Becky was just torching her day after day. So,
Rebecca Quinn, I'm coming for you. God,
using our government names. Okay. Well, James, you work in the business, not the wrestling business, but Hollywood. You ever consider being a crisis actor? You know, getting in on that money right there. You know, it's a steady gig. You know, every 2 weeks there's a thing. You know, steady money. I feel like your reaction is a little over the top. You know?
I would never be a crisis actor.
Oh God. Okay. Sure. You're not. You'd be on Made, but you wouldn't be a crisis actor. God. Anyway, we all have Ronda Rousey. Let's move on.
We were all on the same team here. I don't know what I did.
We all still are on the same team. I don't know what. How are we not on the same team? This is how you build. Teamwork. You know?
I would like to go to a better match, please.
We're gonna. You know what? I'll let you decide. Do you want to do the men's Money in the Bank or the women's Money in the Bank first?
I want to do the women's first, simply because there is a mystery with the men's match. Okay, fair enough.
All right, so we have the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. The rules of the match are you climb the ladder, you grab the briefcase, and hopefully you're a woman when you do it. But just can't rule that out, you know? Women don't get to do a lot of stuff, you know? But in this match, we have Shotzi Blackheart, who definitely is probably the favorite to win. I assume you guys are going to pick her, but I'll list off the rest of the people just for the sake of it. We have Lacey Evans, who's a heel or a face or just a blue-eyed baby face and a great time to be a proud patriot. We have Lib Morgan, who's just donating her cameo money to abortion rights. What a snowflake. We have Raquel Rodriguez, who's there. You know, she's there. She's being booked well on SmackDown from what I can tell when she's there. So that's something. I'm sure she'll have some good, big, strong person spots in this match. We have Alexa Bliss, who, let me tell you, ever since she has come back, has just done all sorts of nothing. Like, just straight up nothing. Absolutely nothing. Do you know what her character is?
It's like some weird amalgamation of what she used to do, and she still carries Lily around.
Yeah, it's not even and you fucked up that word so much that now I can't say it. Damn it.
Yeah, no, that's passed on now because I have it in my head and I just amalgamation. I can't. Anyway,
What did I say?
Yeah, she has no character. It's
Her
not,
character is she's Alexa Bliss.
Her character
not
is that
even,
she is
not even Alexa Bliss.
No,
She
but
is
like
not
it
Alexa Bliss.
insists upon itself.
her character is she's Ryan Cabrera's wife, and you know she's back in wrestling.
Her character is she wanted to be back so badly, and now she's back, and that's that. There's nothing else to it. She's in this match, and she's a lot of people's favorite, which I think is atrocious. But no offense, Alexa, you're great, but not right now. You kind of suck right now. You have no direction. It's not your fault, I hope. But yeah, and then we have Asuka, who is amazing on commentary, and we have big time. That's not sarcastic. She is.
No, I know. I'm not. That's why I'm laughing because she actually is.
Yeah, great. And then we have Becky Lynch, who squashed all the jobbers in the Raw Women's division to earn the last spot in this match to ultimately further her character of losing her fucking shit so she can go back to being face and then beat Ronda Rousey and prove once and for all that Sandy Hook wasn't staged, which I assume is the direction the feud's going to go in by then. But yeah, it's exciting. Smalls with this level playing field. Besides Shotzi, who do you have in this match? Okay, wait, real quick though. If Shotzi was because I know you're upset about the joking about Shotzi having no chance. If Shotzi was just a face, she literally could have drove her tank down and knocked someone off the ladder by hitting it with the tank, and this would have been great. But she's not. She has no tank. She has no personality either. Anyway, Small.
She could have shot somebody off the ladder. Would have been even better.
Ham, who do you have in this match? That aside.
Oh, all right.
I didn't even say my pick.
I know. I meant to go to him first, and then I cut you off because you were going to say something about Shotzi, and then I accidentally.
I really wasn't. I swear.
Well, either way, Ham, who do you have in this match?
This is tough, man. This is really tough. Mostly because I don't watch, but it's there's a lot.
I can tell you who the front runners are.
Yeah, I'll say who.
Well, no. Tell the front runners after we guess.
Okay.
After we guess.
Oh,
sure.
All right. Well, I'll just make it up. So I know Liv has a lot of backing right now, and I think she'd be a lot of fun to win. But as we always say, the briefcase is best in the hands of a heel. Like you said, Alexa's not really doing anything, even though she's still really over. My dark horse is kind of Lacey, surprisingly. Like, that's my dark horse. I feel like
I don't think it's that. Yeah.
Is she not a dark horse? Is she the favorite?
Don't go over the favorites.
Right.
I don't want to feel like I'm stealing it.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards Lacey. I think my real dark horse is Raquel. I don't think she's gonna win, but I think she's got a really good showing. But yeah, I'm gonna lean Lacey. I could see Liv winning it too, but I think Lacey's gonna take it.
All right. Smalls, who Who do you have?
I'm very upset because I was going to pick Lacey and I was way more confident about it. But now I just feel like I'm copying Nick. And apparently the favorites in the front runner list, I don't know. Either way, I think it's going to be Lacey. They were doing way too much to build her up for her return, and having her beat Xia Li to qualify feels like, because Xia Li is being booked as like kind of a big deal too. So I think Lacey Evans.
What?
I forgot they
Xia
brought
Li?
her up.
Not in the match.
No. She beat Xia Li to qualify for the Money in the Bank.
Xia Li is not being built up as a big deal.
I feel like she kind of is.
Nope. She's heel, right?
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh no, that I knew. Yeah, no, I know she's a heel. Yeah, I know she's.
Yeah,
a heel.
she turned heel for no reason after.
I mean, that's half the division.
And then she lost her first match as a heel.
Well,
she's not being pushed at all.
Okay,
she was
fine.
the first one eliminated in the six-pack challenge on Raw.
All right. Well, now I'm just foolish. But either way, I have a feeling. Right? I'm still sticking with Lacey.
All right, that's all. To be honest with you, that's a good pick. Besides Raquel and Shotzi, they're all good picks, honestly. So Lacey, she has all those video packages, so she is one of the favorites. A lot of people have Alexa as the favorite, because she's doing nothing, which makes a little bit of sense, but she's already won it. It was bad when she won it, and I don't want it again. But for me, I can see she's like fourth in that list. Then I would say then Becky, only because they're doing the story where she's losing all the time. She can't get the title, and she can't get a one-on-one match for the title, and she's having this downward spiral. So they could have gone two ways. They could have had her lose the qualifying and not get in the match and freak out, which would have been fine. But she's on the poster. I get it. You don't want to have the pay-per-view without her. You put her in the match because she can lose the match and continue the downward spiral, or she can win the match and then fail to cash in at SummerSlam, where like Bianca can beat her real quickly in like 26 seconds or something, and you have that go, and that's the final thing that makes her snap, and then eventually it's coming back around and turn face. But I still don't think that's going to happen either. I just think it's an option, and because she is now one of those people that might be like, they might last minute be like, fuck it, just give it to Becky because she's the star. Because to be honest with you, no one else in this match is close to her level, which is weird to say about Alexa Bliss. But
and Asuka.
Asuka, I've not even mentioned Asuka's chances in this match because, come on, it's not going to happen. Not that Asuka won't be pushed, but she's not winning this match. To me, it comes down to Lacey and Liv, actually, because the only reason I give Liv a shot, besides the fact that she's consistently been over now for almost a full year, is that we all think that Rhea is going to be the one to take the title off of Bianca, and then Liv has that built-in story with Rhea, so her getting a cash in on her would be a nice vindication, and it would protect Rhea, because I don't think Liv should beat Rhea clean, and Liv could get a title, Rhea can be protected, and then that's that. Also, you don't want the Money in the Bank winner to be on SmackDown because they're not going to cash in on Ronda. It has to be a cash in on Raw. And Lacey was on Raw for like a whole week, but then she got moved back to SmackDown. So I've just talked myself into going with Liv just for variety, but I think Lacey is in terms of odds, it's Lacey, Alexa, Liv, Becky, and then no one else has a chance at all whatsoever. Maybe Dana Brooke, if she somehow ends up in the match. But it's going to be fun. That being said, there's at least storylines going on. Like you guys said, Raquel's going to look great. I have no doubt about that. She's going to look fantastic. If Liv doesn't win, she's going to get the baby face who gets thrown off the ladder last before the person who wins climbs spot, which is a good spot. That's part of the Becky story of becoming the man. Like, people forget some of those details, but Becky can either continue her downward spiral, her and Asuka cancel each other out, or like I said, the crazy idea of her winning and failing to cash in. Alexa will fucking be there. Oh my God, will she be there? No doubt about it. She will be there. She has some of the creepiest fans. Quick aside, if I had to rank the worst fans of any particular wrestler, it's Alexa, Sasha, and then it doesn't matter after that, honestly. I guess John Cena fans would be third worst, Shout out Smalls. Of Roman fans? Think Roman fans are worse? I feel like those aren't real people.
There are dozens of us.
I just don't know any others that are as weird as those two. But anyway,
I got
anything
a
else
good
about this
question.
match?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. What's the question?
Do we think that the woman who wins Money in the Bank actually makes it past Monday Night Raw before cashing in? Because outside of Carmella, all the other 3 winners have either cashed in that night, or last year Nikki ASH cashed in the night after.
Next night, yeah. Yes, I do, because like I said, if it's Liv, she has to. I don't think they're going to take the title off Bianca that quickly. So yeah, I think, and obviously Ronda is not losing that title until WrestleMania. So I think finally, for the first time since the first women's Money in the Bank, the winner will hold on to it for more than one night. Thank God. You know, I used to love the same night cash-in when Kane did it, but I also have a bias in that situation. But
when Dean Ambrose did it and all 3 members of the Shield held the title in the same night.
Yeah, that was the second best one because I'm biased. But you know, then like Bailey did it and Alexa did it, and it's not fun anymore. I'd stop doing it.
We need to go a while without doing it, I think.
Yes. And speaking of Money in the Bank that will not successfully be cashed in anytime soon, if at all, we have the men's Money in the Bank match. And oh boy, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it is kind of Thursday, while we're recording this, and there might be an open spot, or it might be filled by Kevin Owens / Ezekiel. It's really weird right now. Owens missed Raw because of a minor injury. We don't know. It's apparently no big deal, but we don't know if they're going to have this qualifying match or if it's going to be vacant. You know, you got a perfectly good John Cena right there. You got a perfectly good Cody Rhodes right there, who wants to be there so badly that he had a promo, even though he's 2 weeks removed from his fucking injury. You know, so they could do some stupid shit. Also, Brock Lesnar could lose his match earlier in the night and then once again come out. You can't rule these things out. But the people who are in the match, guaranteed, as of right now, are Riddle, formerly known as Matt Riddle, Omos, who, man, this match just became so much less exciting. Isn't that crazy? At least look, we're gonna have one of those big ass ladders that's reinforced. We got Seth Rollins. We got Sami Zayn, who is going to be hands down the best part of this match, without a fucking doubt. We got Drew McIntyre, who wants the Money in the Bank despite getting a title shot at Clash at the Castle. Okay, sure. And then we got Sheamus, because, yeah, might as well have Sheamus. Sheamus is good in Money in the Bank, honestly. He's had a lot of good spots in Money in the Bank, so I won't even make fun of him. He's the perfect upper mid-card addition to that match. Makes perfect sense. And then, yeah, we might have Kevin Owens or Ezekiel if they have a random qualifying match on SmackDown, or it could be random. It could just be Ezekiel. Who knows? So that makes it a little harder to predict. And honestly, this one's just hard to predict in general because ultimately you got to cash in on Roman Reigns. So you're not going to do it, probably. Who wants to go first? All right.
I'll go first because I have a question. Is it actually Clash at the Castle? Is that what they're actually calling it?
I think so, yeah.
Yes, it is.
Something. I'm pretty sure it's Castle, yeah.
Huh. Also, they could do a pre-show match for the final slot as a qualifier.
They could. They could.
Not sure. It might depend on where this is on the card and stuff. But if they can't get one off on Friday between, Ezekiel and Owens, then they could perhaps do it in the pre-show. So who knows? Also, it's Seth freaking Rollins. Get it right.
It's Seth Franklin Rollins. It's Franklin.
Oh yeah, you're right. It is Seth Franklin Rollins. Excuse me. Forgot they changed it again. Honestly, I want Sami Zayn to win this so bad because I think there's the ridiculousness of this idea that he's in the bloodline and he wants to win to protect Roman is so funny. And it could go on for a while, and eventually, like, he might feel the need to be forced to cash in some weird way to protect Roman. Like, I think it would be so fucking funny if he won. He's not gonna win, unfortunately. I think everything's kind of been built up for Riddle to win this. I know he just lost to Roman, but he won that huge match, I think, the other day to qualify for this match. Yeah, he's red hot right now, even with Randy out. I think you have to capitalize with Riddle winning this Money in the Bank contract. Now, I don't know what he's going to do with it. I don't know if he beats Roman, but at least with Roman not there and neither major title on either show, you can at least parade him around as the Money in the Bank winner and use that not as a pseudo title, but just, as an accolade for him to have at the moment, since he obviously can't have the tag titles with Randy. I don't think you're going to give him either of the US or intercontinental title right now because they're a little caught up in other things. So giving him Money in the Bank just makes a lot of sense as an accolade for him to walk around with.
Yeah, well, that makes perfect sense. I hope you're right. I hope it's Sammy or Riddle. Those are the most fun. I think a lot of people are expecting Seth to win, and because there's like it's not even a dark timeline because it's a very possible one where he wins, he successfully cashes in, and then Cody comes back and they continue their fucking feud. No matter what, they're going to continue their feud when Cody comes back, and it's really depressing. But yeah, it's a toss-up. Smalls, you play ball like a girl. And by that, I really just mean that you pitch underhand, and it's actually harder to hit than people realize.
We are not acknowledging the Sandlot too.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm just being nice to softball because I think it's a lot tougher.
You're not wrong, but that is part of the plot of the Sandlot too.
I'm well aware. Okay. But,
to bring us back, I kind of have it in my head it's going to be Riddle for no reason other than I am 100% certain Vince, somebody, maybe Riddle himself, they're just going to do a bit where we see that there's smoke coming out of the briefcase.
Yep.
It's going to be something like
that. We talked about this. Yeah, like he's going to have like his bong in there.
Yeah, and I think that's really it for them. I think they feel like there's a lot of fun that they can have with that.
It's still green, right?
Yep.
There you go.
So this is WWE, and of course this is what they would do. Sammy, Nick's thing with Sammy is, I think, the best option. I think that's the best story. But I don't know. I think it's going to be Riddle, and you know what? I'm fine with that. I'm fine with it being Riddle. Let him be hunting Roman, or at the very least, let him get a pay-per-view match against Roman through this. But
oh no, I hate the pre-announced cash-ins. But
really,
so yeah, they're usually the worst.
Stupid. They make
the worst. We've gotten so few of them, and like I could think of RVD being great.
Like it made
time with RVD.
It made sense when Cena did it because like Cena's a jackass like that. Yeah, he's a dork. Yeah, jackass is a poor word. Yeah, he's a dork.
Yeah, watch your effing mouth, sir. Watch your GG effing mouth.
Yeah, watch your goddamn Franklin mouth.
But yeah, I usually don't like them because it makes the person with the briefcase look like such a square.
The only one where it would have worked
weenie
is when Dan O'Brien said he was going to cash in at WrestleMania. Like that makes sense. If you're like, I want to main event WrestleMania and this is how I'm going to do it. That makes sense. If you're like,
and he still didn't do it that way.
Even Big E's was lame. He was like, I'm cashing in on Raw tonight, like no matter what. Where it's like, bro, just fucking show up and cash in. Don't announce it on Twitter. That's lame. Like
Moxley said he was going to cash in, but he had a win he hadn't won yet. He was just like, yeah, if I win, I'm taking out whoever the fuck wins the main event. Fuck them. Or not Moxley, Ambrose.
It's lame. And like, I don't mind baby faces being opportunistic and cashing in. I've never had an issue with that. I have more of an issue with them being stupid with it. Because then it's like, bro, you went through hell for that, dude. You had to brutalize your body for that. Yeah, wait till the person's fucked up, because you're gonna have a regular one-on-one match with them when they get their rematch anyway. Fucking do it. Otherwise, you look stupid. Like, there's easier ways to become #1 contender. Just talk shit about the person's mom, and then you know. But that being said, I really want it to be Sammy, because it's just okay. Like I'm in the minority. I think we're in the minority here, but like also we're not really watching. But the bloodline is so stale. Sami Zayn is the only thing breathing any life into it. You know, like Jimmy is breathing something else into it. But you know, Sammy's the only one making it interesting, and it would make it so much more interesting, because they don't really acknowledge him. You know, they're kind of like, he's delusional, and they let him be delusional. But if he won this, they would actually have to be nice to him, and that would be interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely the most interesting storyline you can get out of a winner here, but it's just not the one they're going to go for.
Roman like sets him up with like the Intercontinental Championship or something. I don't know.
Literally like gifts it to him or something. Like,
yeah.
There's so much more, especially if he's once again feuding with Brock, and Sami Zayn had some of the best interactions Brock Lesnar's ever had in his whole career. You know, so like him being caught in between them would actually be really funny. You know, but yeah, that being said, I also really want it to be Riddle, because he's running this momentum, but I think it's going to be Seth. I think they're just going safe here, and they're going to do Seth. He's the only one that feels like it, because
Seth deserves something, because he's been so good for so long.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we've been in this, like, Seth Rollins cashing in Money in the Bank on Roman Reigns. Brock Lesnar is in the picture. We've been here before, and I don't like it. I don't want to be here.
I'd rather Riddle, but this is just how I feel. I'll take Seth. I'll accept Seth, because I do want Seth to be champion again, because I think he's done a good enough job. But like, if you're gonna have Cody, I'd rather Cody beat Roman. You know, if Cody was just here, actually no, Cody winning Money in the Bank is dumb. Cody should win the Royal Rumble if he's gonna beat Roman. But I don't know. Rock versus Roman, if it is gonna happen, doesn't need to be for the title. You know, like, let's be real here. In all honesty, Rock Cena without the title is way better than Rock Cena with the title. You know, like, they just don't need to do it. You know, Goldberg has been better without the title than with the title. You know, that's a fair statement, I think. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Seth, just because it's WWE, and I think they're not taking the chance on Riddle, especially with Randy not there. If Randy was there, I think it's a difference. Or if like if he was coming back soon, I think so. But with that being uncertain, I don't know. But that's Money in the Bank. It's a sweet 6 matches. 2 of them will be great. 4 of them will 100% be there and happen, and might even be good. The tag match might be good.
I will say this before we go: if Seth wins, he would be the only other 2-time winner of the Money in the Bank ladder match.
Who's the first?
CM Punk.
Oh yeah, yep.
Edge also cashed in twice, but he won the contract off of Mr. Kennedy.
Yeah, and Miz did the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's actually, the more you talk about it, the less.
But then you say, oh, he's only the second man to be a 2-time winner of the Money in the Bank contract, and obviously you're not going to say Punk's name because he's persona non grata.
The door is wide open, man. You can do it. The door is open.
That's true.
You know what? Fucking put Logan Paul in the match. Just let him win it. I don't care.
No,
he's better than the Miz. So
give it a Bad Bunny.
Unironically, yes.
Yeah, that's all these are better. I mean, the Miz isn't even in the match, but hey, maybe him and Styles will be on the pre-show just in case. Who do you have in that match?
I guess Styles.
Wait, Styles and who?
The Miz.
Miz might be on the pre-show at this. I don't know. They might add it last minute.
How sad is that? How sad is it? Judgment Day is doing nothing.
I mean, yeah, their leaders, Finn Balor, you know. Also, Rhea's hurt. That should not affect in that basket where it's like this was good. I think it was going to be more about Rhea than the other two, but Anyway, who do you have in Styles Miz in the hypothetical match?
Styles.
James.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Styles.
Okay, cool. I'll also say Styles. All right, well, that'll be Money in the Bank. We'll see you guys at 11 p.m. on Saturday. Maybe James will be there. Probably. Maybe. I might be there. Maybe.
I will hopefully be drunk in a pool because it is July 4th.
No, it's not.
July
That
4th,
is.
Oh,
Saturday.
no, you're right. It's Saturday, so it's July 3rd. So
Nope, it's still wrong.
It's still not. It's not that. July 4th is on a Monday. So,
well, you know what? I don't know days. I don't care. It's the weekend. I want to be drunk in a pool. And if it is on Saturday, it won't be because it'll be after the Mets game. So whatever.
Where dates
know
aren't
days.
dates aren't real. We made them up.
Yeah.
Time is a construct.
Beat me to
Yeah,
it.
your face is a construct. All right, go home, everybody. Good night. I love you guys. Go do something.
Like, subscribe. Bye.